Thank you so much, Reverend Bob. I love listening to Reverend Bob's introductions because it makes me sound so much better than I actually am. You know, I'm all, hey, who is that guy he's talking about? I can't wait to hear him. But good morning, everyone. And as Reverend Bob mentioned, today is our anniversary. Yay! So I was really smart because we got married in the year 2000. And that's how I know how many years it's been. See? Once in a while I have a good idea. So all you guys, you missed out, you know, too late. And we've chosen to celebrate our anniversary weekend by suffering through probably the worst stomach flu Ellie and I have ever had. So poor Ellie was out of commission Thursday, Friday, and I was taking care of her. And I said to her, oh, baby, if I could take this from you, I would. And I did. So Reverend Bob was worried about me. He messaged me yesterday, are you okay? And I said, don't worry, I'll be okay by Sunday. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. So, all right. So I clean up well, right? I look totally fine, right? Right. But it's been a rough couple days. So, and of course, I chose today to do this very different type of Dharma talk. So we'll see if I can get through it. But I really wanted to speak with everyone today because I wanted to share a message about my view on Buddhism and what it means to me. And I wanted to share with you kind of what it is and how it relates to our everyday life. You know, what separates Buddhism from so many other religions and belief systems is that we are not taught to believe in something here just because someone tells us to. There are no supreme beings or deities to worship, and nothing must be taken on pure faith. Right? And we don't try to answer questions that we cannot prove or test. Instead, we only focus on the things that we do know. And we do know that everything in life is impermanent, right? Nothing can last forever. And that everything in this life, in this world, is interdependent. We are all connected in one way or another. And when we realize and understand these truths, we cannot help but live a life of gratitude. And that's it. That's it. That's the main thing. Those are the big things that we learn here. And it seems simple, right? And you hear it every week. Seems simple. And this reminded me of a question. When we were doing one of our summer sessions, we do a question and response session kind of after. And I remember one of the questions that one of our Sangha members gave to me. And they talked about how do we live. They're referring to the Eightfold Path. And they said, how can we live right? What's right? What's right view? You know, what do you mean right? And I remember this question because like all the Q&R questions, it's important when somebody asks you a question, I've learned that it's important to stand there very deep in thought and contemplative when you don't know the answer, right? It helps because it makes it look like you're thinking, but you're just like, oh my gosh, I have no idea. Why'd you ask that? Who told you? So that's what I was doing, and it looked like I was thinking. But in fact, I think I gave an incorrect answer. But right view is about seeing the world as it truly is by removing yourself from the equation. Okay? Removing yourself. Seeing the real truth in the world around you means that you have to take your ego out of the equation to see things as they truly are. And when you do this, you can begin to discover so many wonderful things around that you never knew existed. Okay? So I'm going to give you an example of opening your eyes to a truth that you're all already familiar with. Everybody's familiar with music, right? You're looking at this stuff up here and you're going, what's going on? Are we going to have a guest lounge singer coming up later? And yes, you will. So we're all familiar with music, right? Listen to the radio or your MP3s and your iPod or Pandora or whatever it is everybody listens to. So I'm going to share with you something that I discovered late one night when I was listening to some music. I love watching YouTube videos, and I was watching these young kids doing cover songs, and they're singing. And one kid was singing "Don't Stop Believin'" by Journey. Okay, and when I was listening to this kid sing it, I all of a sudden I heard in the melody, I go, you know what? That sounds just like another song by U2, With or Without You. It's the same chords. And I was like, really? So I ran downstairs and I got on the piano real quick and I kind of played the video over and over and I kept messing around and I realized it's the same 4 chords. So here's what I'm going to do for you right now. I'm going to play for you a whole bunch of songs, a whole bunch, like more than you want to hear, but there'll be a whole bunch, and they're going to use the same 4 chords, all right? So let me try that right here, okay? All right. Oh yeah, now I'm singing. All right, let me see, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me over there? Can you hear me? Okay. Can you hear that okay? That's kind of loud, huh? Okay, so these 4 chords, this is C, for those music guys out there. This is G, this is A minor, and this is F, okay? So I'm going to, you guys can see my hands, right? So you can call me on this. It's going to be the same 4 chords, okay? It's going to be the same chords. So here's how it goes, okay? Okay. See the stone set in your eyes. You know the song? Thorn twist in your side. I'll wait for you. You know that song? It's with or without you. Your lipstick stains on the front lobe of my left side brain. I knew I wouldn't forget you, so I went and let you blow my mind. You know this song? Here's some kids. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, better run. I'll run my gun. She will be loved, and she will be loved. And can you feel the love tonight? Don't stop, keep believing. Hold on to that feeling. Take on me. Sing it. Take on me. Take me on. If I were a boy, even just for a day, I can see your halo, halo, halo. I can see your halo, halo, halo. Forever young, I want to be forever young. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. In the shadow of the day, we'll embrace the world in gray. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. You know, I feel nothing but the best for you too. I'm your greatest fan, I follow you until you love me. Paparazzi, oh, I can't stand to fly. Oh, I'm not that naive. Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no. That's for the young kids, you know this? You shout it out, but I can't hear a word you say. You talk it loud, not singing much. Now an oldie, okay, an oldie. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. With or without you, with or without you, oh, I can live. With or without you. All right, that's it. So, I was really worried about doing that after having the stomach flu for 2 days, man. With a whip, you know, that would have been bad. And so I got through it. And while I was up here and Reverend Bob was giving my introduction, I also realized that I did not print out the last page of my Dharma talk either. So there are a lot of technical difficulties that occur up here that you don't see. But luckily I'm prepared and I emailed it to myself, so I have it. So, wasn't that interesting? But really, huh? Wasn't that kind of interesting? Did any of you know that? those are the same 4 chords, right? I have choir people up here. That was legit, right? The same 4 chords, and you can sing a different melody to that same basic chord structure. And who would have thought that there were so many different things like that was with something that you're so familiar with. And if we continue this experiment, I bet you we could find out a lot more songs too that match. And wasn't that an interesting truth to discover, right? Maybe some of you already knew that, but for the rest of you, this is a way of having kind of your eyes opened to learn something new, right? And this is what Jodo Shinshu Buddhism is all about. This is what it means to open your eyes, to see a truth. This truth, the chords, the melodies, that truth has always existed before today. We just never realized it before, right? We just never had it pointed out to us. So Buddhism teaches us to open our eyes and see all these wonderful truths in the world. And it will help us lead a better life. And I have this quote from Mark Twain. It's just kind of one of my favorite quotes, and I don't know if it really fits, but Mark Twain said, "It ain't what you don't know that'll get you in trouble. It's what you know for sure that just ain't so." Right? And that's about seeing the world as it truly is, not how you think it is. Right? And that's what it's about. So in closing, please join me in closing Gassho. As Buddhists, we must always try to remove our egos and self-centered nature and see the world as it truly is. We must always remember that if our eyes are open, we can always learn and discover new ideas, perspectives, and truths that exist all around us. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.